Hey, what's up, guys and gals? My name is Ricknineg. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're here at another live stream on this lovely, lovely Sunday. Oh, so bright, so lovely. It's actually cool in here. Out there, it's over 90 degrees, so hopefully you guys are keeping cool. And I heard that some people, it's too cold for them, so hopefully you're keeping warm. Whatever it is, hopefully you're having a great day. I'm here, having a little drink, enjoying myself, ready for some Lucy. Hope you guys are as well. Hopefully your week has gone well, your past week, because today's new week, right? Happy New Week, I guess you can say. That is true, right? Sunday is the beginning of the week. Happy New Week, yeah, I guess. Hi, neighbor. How are you? Oh, there's a lot of you on here. Cynthia's on here as well. How are you? Casey, people are starting to roll in. That is awesome. I'm just always thinking that your guys' notification, let's go like bloop bloop, right? Live stream, is that how it is usually when I go online? Because I don't watch a lot of YouTubers that are on live, and when they're on live, I'm usually on YouTube. So is that how it works, I guess, there? Yes, where there's tea, there's hope. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. That is awesome. Hey, everyone. How you doing? Hello. Today we're gonna look at I think we'll maybe do two. I don't know. Lucy and Superman. That one for sure was George Reeves. Oh, I love George Reeves. Fantastic man, from what I heard. And then Little Ricky Gets a Dog with Mr. Stewart, who was. I'm gonna have to look this up. I believe the guy who plays Mr. Stewart is or was Tallulah Bankhead's one of her husbands. So. Is that right? Or am I totally butchering that? I'm going to have to look that up. Let's see. Tallulah Bankhead. That sounds not right for some reason, but that's what my brain is saying. Yes, it is. Yep. She was married to John Emery. Yeah, I got it. My brain remembered. Oh, Cassandra. Okay, so you get alerts through your phone and the computer. Whoa, that's cool. On the YouTube app. Ah, gotcha. Okay, that's good. Well, awesome. I'm glad, because some people were saying that, like, my dad is subscribed to a couple people and me as well, but he usually doesn't watch my stuff, and he says it's delayed. Like, sometimes his is delayed, and I'm like, I don't know. So I'm glad this thing is working. Let's get right to it. I'm not gonna watch it in color, but I'm definitely gonna watch it. So let's turn it on. So if you have it queued up, watch it with me so we can go over some things or just talk about whatever you want to talk about. Yeah, I have it in color too. Let me look for it. I wanted to watch it last night in color, but I just ended up watching something else. There it is. It's funny how they pair these up. I still think about that. Bill Holden and Superman. I don't know if there's a reasoning behind that. I guess two superstars, I guess. They're both in single episodes, like, well, John Wayne as well, even though he only appeared in one of the two that talk about him. Tennessee Ernie, that's 2 episodes. Yeah, I guess, I mean, Richard Widmark was one, right? That could have worked. Harpo Marx, that was one. Mabel, did you get your DVD yet? Let me know. You should have gotten it or be getting it really, really, really soon. Oh, Lucy's hugging little Ricky, a.k.a. Richard Keith. Well, yes, Mommy. He always had that little tone of voice. That was funny. Jose, so in this one, it's Carolyn. So she was only named Lillian in the first couple seasons. So whenever she appeared, there was a club election episode that was done when Lucy was pregnant and kind of out of the show. And they filmed that before. She was Lillian there. And then I think sometime in season 2, a couple times or even once, Lillian Appleby. And then in season 4, when they were in the hotel, yeah, the Hollywood hotel, she was once named Lillian, I believe. Lillian Appleby. And then later after that, she was called Carolyn. So, So right now I'm playing this Lucy and Superman, season 6. And I should go over the facts, because I usually do that. So thanks for reminding me. Yeah, Superman doesn't wear a football helmet. And the helmet was apparently red. And Lucy's hair is red. And she said she wore the helmet so that they wouldn't see her hair. So I don't know what the logic in there is. But I guess. I don't know. let's look at the information on this episode. To me, this seems like this episode should have been a popular one. I don't know if they would announce before, like, what the subject would be about, but 48.1, so not as high as I thought. I mean, Lucy in the Loving Cup did better at 50.9. This one got 48.1. So Lucy and Superman aired January 14th, 1957. And then filmed on Thursday, November 15th, 1956. So the year before. Rating share, 48.1 out of 65. Supporting cast, Little Ricky, of course, Superman, George Reeves, Carolyn Appleby. She's billed here as Carolyn. Dora Singleton, she's awesome. Charlie Appleby, George O'Hanlon. So there was two guys who played Charlie Appleby. Martha was Madge Blake, her husband. Now, I believe Martha in this, or Madge Blake, was in the Batman series in the 60s, right? Her husband, Ralph Dumke, and Stevie Appleby, Stephen K. So that's kind of cool. So let me see here what else. So note, among fanatic Superman fans and collectors, this show remains a favorite. Prints, stills, and scripts from the show command high prices. George Reeves was accompanied to Desilu by Cy Simonson, the Superman special effects man. George wouldn't go without me, he said, so Lucy's director and I worked out the particulars together. But what I don't understand to this day is why George didn't get billed. The credits carried the National Comics copyright for Superman character feats and narration. Special coasters available at the time were in Chicago, were used on the Ricardo piano to make it seem effortless for Superman to move the instrument. So yeah, there was little coasters that they rested the piano on so he could move it easily. Technically, Little Ricky was only 4 since he was born in January 1953, so he was 4 years old. Kind of cool info. Oh yeah, Casey. In fact, if you look at the special features on this, it has Little Stevie, or the man who played Little Stevie, and then you also have Doris Singleton who do a little bit of commentary. And the boys said that, I mean, they saw George Reeves in the Superman outfit, and they didn't see him out of the outfit. They were like, that's Superman. Like, we're kids. And they knew they were filming a show, Lucy, but they were like, but they got the real Superman on here. So yeah, I think that's awesome. This is one of your favorite episodes, Mr. Lycats. This is a good one. I like it. I think it's a little bit star heavy at the end, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's funny because in the beginning, there were nobody, right? Desi and Lucy, and they didn't use star power. And then at the end, when they were someone, they used the star power. It seems like it should have been reversed, if that makes sense. But I don't know. It's like the more popular they got, the more stars they got in there. And you got to see less of them because you got more of the stars. And I don't know. It's just a catch-22, I guess. David, so how was Lucy able to do the scene with the pigeons so well while keeping them contained so spot on? So a lot of these pigeons were like homing pigeons and so forth. And Cynthia, we had a conversation yesterday on our 101 chat. If you guys are interested in that, go visit my Facebook page. I have a link. And we talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about the animals being trained and so forth, because a lot of animals were used on I Love Lucy. Chickens and cows and pigeons and things like that. Goats even. And yeah, we talked a little bit about that. So basically the pigeons, they were on a ledge, and pigeons are used to being on surfaces like that. And as long as they have a little food, you can see them pecking. And so they were probably eating. They were relaxed. And so no issues there. Have you seen Lucy's Lost episodes? It's rare footage and a cool episode on Bob Hope's show, where Bob played Ricky and Desi played Fred. I have an extra DVD if you don't have it. Oh, it's yours. I've never seen that one on the Bob Hope show. Is it on YouTube? Do you know if it's available? Maybe not with the copyright and stuff, but that's awesome. I've never heard of Ricky playing or Desi playing Fred. Really? Sweet, Mabel. I'm glad you got it. So Mabel Marte won our congratulations. She won our the contest, the giveaway, and so I mailed her the DVD. And according to you, you say yes, you did. You already watched it with your 16-year-old daughter, who was a fan. You absolutely love it. Well, glad. Isn't that cool? The little snippets there and all the extras. There's a lot of extras there. He was the real Superman. Well, Yeah, I never. Oh well, I would say Christopher Reeve. That's my Superman right there. But yeah, George Reeves is amazing. These new guys, we'll just leave it at that. We'll just leave it at that. I don't want to be critical on this lovely, lovely, and positive day. I wish you could interview Keith. Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. There's a couple cool things coming ahead with an interview. I've got a tentative interview on the line, guys and gals, with someone related to I Love Lucy. I've already been in contact with that individual. And just stay tuned the next few months. You might see something. So please, 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 stay tuned, because we got cool stuff coming along. Hannah, you have loved or watched I Love Lucy since you were 8, and you watch every day. How old are you now? I would like to know. Are you one of those individuals who kind of watches it all the time and on TV, watch it on DVD and stuff? Alondra, it's nice to see you. You saw it on YouTube last month. Oh, wow. I got to watch it then. I got to catch up. The statue in the park. Cynthia, that's funny. Fly boy. Oh, awesome, Cassandra. You're so great. It's already in my box. In my box? I'm going to have to check out my box then. Thank you. That's so nice of you. And of course, I love to share this stuff with you guys. So I want to share the love and the wealth and all that good stuff. Because anything that I get, I love to do the unboxings. Hopefully you guys watch the unboxings. If you haven't heard, those are things that people send me graciously for no reason, because they're the best and they're awesome. And I just want to share them with you guys. So I pretty much keep everything. Why not, right? And yeah, so awesome. Desi playing Fred and kisses Ethel over and over again, and Ethel's delighted with her new Fred. Really? No. Is that what? I'm gonna have to watch this now. This is so weird. I wonder what. Well, I guess they're acting, right? So it's okay, because husband and wives kiss each other all the time when they're really married, like on shows, and so I don't know. Yes, I'm not gonna tell you guys. I'm not gonna ruin it and tell you who it is. But yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting, and I'm very happy. This person is awesome, and I love to have him on the show. I guess I can call this my show, right? It's like my little Ricknineg show. Because some YouTubers say that. They're like, welcome to the show. And I guess that's correct, because it is technically a show. So love to have this individual on the show soon. And we'll see, because obviously we have to coordinate schedules, and we have to see when things are right. And in due time, it'll come. In due time, it'll come. But we've tentatively agreed, but we haven't set a date. We'll just keep it at that. I know, I am lucky, but again, I'm going to share that all with you guys. And so once I have everything confirmed, I might even send out a request for like questions. If you guys have questions for this individual that I can like put in there and be like, this is from a viewer, blank wants to know this, and I'll include your name. I think that'd be awesome. That'd be great. And so let me announce who it is first with a little bit of anticipation, and then through social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you guys can leave questions and I'll kind of write them down. Ooh, the Bob Hope show. Well, they were good friends, right? Bob Hope and the Arnazes. So I'm not surprised by that. Oh, the interview with the twins. I don't know if they were actresses or they were just like singers, right? The girls. Yeah, there's a lot of twins on the show. A lot of twins on the show. Jose, so great question here. I love this one. I gotta read this. So I wonder if you would ask the people who live at Lucy's house now, would they let me take a tour inside and film it? I would love to see that. I guess it doesn't hurt to ask, right? But again, it's a private residence, and I do know that the people who live there now, I don't know who they are, but the individuals changed the outside of the look of the house so that essentially it would be harder for people to recognize, so they would be like, is this the house or not? Kind of like the White House. It's so synonymous, you know who it is, and if you're a big fan, you know where the White House is. It's a little exaggerated, but if you change the look from the outside, people don't really know, and I think they even changed like the entrance a little bit, but it's the same place. Essentially, on the inside, it's the same house. I mean, it's gone through renovations, but that would be awesome. We'll see. I don't know. I am planning on visiting, so stay tuned. I'm telling you guys, a lot of good stuff coming on the channel. The thing is having enough time to get it on media, and then sometimes I don't even have time to, like, how can I explain it? Like, I have like 5 vids in the back of my mind, and I don't have enough time to, like, put them on. Or, you know, I have to set how my schedule is. So, yeah. I've been great. I'm doing good. I am fairly healthy now. Cough here and there, but pretty good. Thanks for asking. Epen, you love the fan mail boxes videos? Me too. I mean, they're fun for me, but I think for you guys they're fun too, because it's like, you may wonder, what is someone going to send? Like, they're so surprising. And the things I get, like, I never expect. Like, I got a thing of cookies once. Like, I didn't say send me a box of cookies, but I got a thing of cookies. I still have the container, the empty container, which is nice. Like those little metal cookie containers. Let me see. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have so many questions, but once you know who it is, you probably have specific questions they want to cater to, right? Yeah, it's kind of gutsy. Like, I don't think I would be. I don't know. I don't think I would just go up to the people and just be like, "Hey, can I go in your house and film?" Like, you know, like, think about someone. Like, imagine if I was at my place and this was like a famous person's home, and they're like, "Hey, can I go inside and film?" I'd be like, "Nee." Like, I'd want to get to know the person first and so forth. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll just leave it at that. I don't like to say no. I like to be open and be like, "How could we do that?" I'm always curious. E-Pen, yes, the cookies are gone. Fuzzy Cub, just saw the Lucy when they were in Italy and celebrated little Ricky's birthday long distance. Do you like that one? That one to me is just like sad. They're just crying. I don't enjoy watching that one. I like the first part up until when the little boy comes in, and then after that I don't like the episode too much. My honest opinion. But it's sweet. There are sweet moments in it. Hannah, I have not been to the Jamestown. I've not been to New York at all. So I guess that's a quick way to answer it. Yeah, that's a quick way to answer it. But I'm planning on going in the future. I don't know when yet. I got to get a passport first because it expired. But I'm doing that quickly because to fly, you need a passport. I was actually able to get a birth certificate to be accepted because my instructor was like, "Yeah, Rick, we can't even let you fly if you can't prove to us you're an American citizen. So you need a passport or a birth certificate." So I had the birth certificate, but I still need a passport. Have you been with someone that was famous? What do you mean by been? Do you mean like met or like dated? Like, I'm not sure. I want to be able to answer your question, so more specifics on that. Yes, the cookies are gone. They were too good not to finish quickly. You guys don't get it. I'm really big fans of cookies. Like, I'd have a cookie daily. A cookie. Yeah, a daily cookie. A daily cookie. A chocolate chip cookie though. I'm very snobby when it comes to the particular types of cookie. Like, there'll be a place and they'll have like oatmeal raisin cookies, or they have like double chocolate. I would even do double chocolate. I'm not into like any cookies with nuts or any chocolate with nuts. Like, I'll eat it, but it's not my favorite, and so forth. So yes, but great question. Oh, my favorite tea, green tea and Earl Grey. Oh, Earl Grey tea is amazing. Captain Picard. That's the only thing that Captain Picard from Star Trek drinks. He's like, "Earl tea, hot." And it goes, bloop, and then he gets tea and just starts drinking it. Josh, yeah, if you want to talk Stooges, plunk in a question. There's nothing wrong with asking me anything about the Stooges, believe me. Oh, Mr. Like Cats. Commercial break. If you want to get a Ricknineg cup, just visit ricknineg.com. The website should be available for you to get. So, limited supply. So go ahead. I have more on there for you. So, price, everything's included. Shipping. And it's a great way to support the channel, believe me, because I get these made myself. I ship them out. It's a small operation. And, yeah. Hannah, I don't know when my next giveaway is. They kind of come in randomly. I kind of have a scheduled flow, an unofficial scheduled flow of things. And so, yeah, just stay tuned. Alec, you're enjoying the flying videos? I want to say again to you personally, Alec, thank you so much for your... I want to go get it. Just give me one second. If you guys have not seen my unboxing video, I usually don't like to like spoil what's in there and so forth, but look at this. Alex sent me this, and like I'm gonna hang this somewhere, like in my little studio here. I mean, I'm still at a loss for words. I'm sorry if that video was not really articulate, but both of those things were very emotionally packed. Both the letter and this, and I wasn't very articulate. Not that I am usually, I guess, but I was just like, well, thanks, and like I wasn't really creative, but I hopefully my thankfulness came through because, like, no one has ever sent me something this meaningful, and so I appreciate it. Thanks, Alec. Let's see here. Met someone famous and they became friends. I've met YouTubers, I guess if that counts. I've met a couple actors. Yeah. But no one worth noting. I can't be like, yeah, I met Britney Spears or something like that. No, nothing like that. But yeah, some minor actors and celebrities. Oh, Casey, I'm the same way. I'm sorry to oatmeal raisin, like all the love to you. But yeah, when you think the raisin is a chocolate chip and you bite into it and it's a raisin, like I love raisins. I could get a pack of raisins and just like down them. But yeah. Oh, Lucy is already outside in her Superman costume with the pigeons all over. I think Dora Singleton, I had a huge crush on Dora Singleton. She is, I think, gorgeous. Lucy's nemesis. And I think she's a really sweet lady in essence. And yeah. She's so cool. Okay, let me get back on here. Oh, I'm with you, Cynthia. I'm with you on that. I agree completely. Of course, I wish I could have met Lucy. Well, now, Hannah, do you mean Lucille Ball? Because obviously she's not around, but you mean Lucy Arnaz Luckinbill, her daughter? Is that who you mean? Dennis, thumbs up, buddy. Cheeps, great question. Where's the place in California you can go and see tons of celebrities? Honestly, we have a mall here. It's fairly new. It's by the old farmers market right across from the CBS studio lot where they used to film Gilligan's Island, and now they film The Price is Right, if you've ever heard of The Price is Right, big show, which I have been to a taping of The Price is Right, and I saw Drew Carey. I was in the audience. That was really fun. That was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. That was awesome. It was a whole day thing, but totally worth it. And at the Grove, the mall, all these celebrities, Instagram stars, YouTube stars, like Britney Spears goes shot, like all these big celebrities, they all go there. I saw, I think his name was Chaz Palmineri. He's like an Italian actor who's in like all the mob movies. He's like the head mob guy. I saw him there. I saw a couple people, so yeah. It's kind of cool. I usually don't like to approach them, not because of intimidation, but I just think I bother them. Like, I don't want to bug them and be like, hey, it's me. Like, I'm annoying you. I'm a fan. Like, I'd rather go up to them. Oh, Andy Dick. Have you ever heard of Andy Dick? I bumped into him, literally physically bumped into him. He was like, oh, sorry. I was there at the Grove, and I was looking at a book, I think, and I stepped in front of him, or he stepped in front of me, and no, he stepped in front of me because he apologized. Seemed like a great guy, and just kind of walked off. If you guys ever Google him, you know who he is. The Brown Derby's no longer around, Hannah, so unfortunately no. But there's a lot of Hollywood locations where they kind of go. Nope. Domily, hello. That's true. What will Lucy think about today's comedians, Ellen and Roseanne? Who knows? Who knows? Lucille Ball was very, very welcoming to many people in comedy. Yeah, I don't know how to... Do you know who I'm talking about, Arthur? I don't know the correct spelling. But, like, I saw a movie, Down to Earth, with Chris Rock, and he did a couple with Eugene Levy. Like, he plays the typical Italian, like, mobster. And I knew him because his face is so recognizable. Like, you may not even know his name, but you see his face like, oh, yeah. He's like, yeah, sure, we can do that. You know, he's like... I don't know. Yeah, so he's that individual, and he was at a restaurant. He was dressed exactly like how he acts, so it's kind of funny. Oh man, what would I do if I met the Three Stooges? I mean, I would freak out. I mean, Moe's my favorite. Okay, I have so many favorite things. Like Mo, I just love. Curly, I think, is hilarious. He's over the top. Sometimes he's too much for me. Like he's too, which is cool, but sometimes he's too much. But I think he's a genius unto himself. Larry is nice in his subtlety, and I love how he rounds out the whole trio of a group. But Shemp, I think, is so underrated. I think Shemp is awesome because he's the oldest, so he's supposed to be the smartest, but yet he's not. And he has a subtle, amazing comedic style that I love about him. Like the big thick glasses he used to wear. Like he's just great. I love Shemp. I have watched Full House. I even watched Fuller House. Is that a surprise? I was watching it last night on Netflix. So yeah. Ethel's Birthday is a good one. A lot of people like that one. Hope you live another 75 years. I do play on... I have a PlayStation. So, yeah. I'm not really an Xbox guy. I've just never really messed with it. Hey, Leilani. Is that how you say your name, Leilani? I'm feeling a lot better, as you can tell. I sound normal. I feel normal. Have a random cough here and there, but it's pretty good. I'm doing good. I'm a strong man. I can get through any sickness. Yeah, I think you're right, Cynthia. Lucille Ball was not into vulgarity and things like that. She tried to keep it clean, even up to her last show, A Life with Lucy and so forth. So, yep. I think you are correct. One of your friends, I know people who've never seen Lucy, the Three Stooges. I've tried to get people into them, and they like it. Like, I've never had anyone really see it and say, like, I don't like it, except for my brother. But my brother purposefully hates everything I like just to get me annoyed, What's my favorite episode? Good question, Hannah. Bonus Bucks. Oh, excuse me. Bonus Bucks? No, okay. Bonus Bucks is second. First is... having a brain fart here. Home movies. I love home movies. That one's my favorite. And it might change through time. Yes, Mr. Light Can't. See, Shemp has a subtlety that I think... he's not for everyone. But I love him when I don't want to get, like, a crazy Curly acting spree. Because Curly is a whole thing unto itself. He's this whole thing. And so... when I watch Shemp, it's like a comedic subtlety. Like his ditziness, his like what's going on is just great. And so I absolutely love Shemp. Oh, Lucy Wants New Furniture. That's a good one. Which one are you talking about, Hannah? Are you talking about season 3? The one where they're in the second apartment with the window? Or are you talking about the one in season 2 where they moved to the new apartment? Wait, sorry. The one in, where she wins? Well, that's redecorating. Anyway, let me see. Season 3. I'm going to get the other episode in. Ricky and the dog. So if you want to put that on, we'll get that going. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't know or haven't seen Lucy. Then they watch it and they're like, oh, I love it. I need to watch it myself. So, Angela, you love all the episodes. Not an episode I don't love. I really love when Lucy and Ethel hang. The new wallpaper, yep. Were you doing that yourself? E-Pen, you have one of those brothers. My brother's great, let me tell you, but we're so different, He's my best friend, but at the same time, we're so different. And sometimes we just like, we're so different. So it's like, we're very close, but we're also so far apart, if that makes sense. I don't know. People who have brothers will understand. Now, I know having a sister is totally different, because it's a girl, you can't really like the same things, but you may have a more protective thing, even though he's my younger brother. I don't know. Alec, I will be continuing the top 10 favorites for season 3, but I thank you guys for your patience, because like I said, a lot of stuff's going on with my flying, and that's kind of taking precedence, because, like, I don't know if you even noticed, my second video, like, my instructor was even like, put away the camera for now, because we got to go through the checklist, and so, I didn't think, it was dumb on my part, like, I was holding a camera while going, and I was like, that's stupid, Rick, like, I should have had my camera glasses on, which is what I'll do next time, but, like, that's my priority right now, really learning. I have to read up on the engine by Tuesday. And so I'm definitely going to put, like, I don't know, YouTube is more like a hobby for me right now, even though, I do get a small stipend from it, but it's not enough to really, it's so negligible, honestly, to be honest, what it gets, that I do it more for fun and for the enjoyment then, I mean, there are YouTubers out there that make a living with this. I do not. And so I wish I could be like on it and do a Lucy episode all the time, but I can't. That's just the reality of it. So I will. Do I have any creepy fans? Creepy is probably not. I wouldn't say creepy. I have people who want to know a lot and maybe message me and ask me really personal questions, but I mean, I answer what I choose to answer. I have that freedom, right? And so sometimes people just need to know that barrier. Like, I don't think they do it for maliciousness. They're just really inquisitive, and they might ask something, and I'll just answer them, well, you know, maybe that's not the proper question to ask, or maybe that's something that you wouldn't, like, would you ask yourself that? And then they're like, oh, that's true. You know, and then they'll notice. So, yeah, I don't know about creepy, but very forward people. But I think it's the enthusiasm, like, to be able to reach someone that you watch and so forth. So yeah. Oh, you wish you can go back and watch all the episodes again. I get you, Chiefs, and that feeling of showing it to someone and having them enjoy it. I'm with you on that. Oh, Epen, good idea about the furniture and the changes. They go through 4 changes, I believe. 3 or 4 changes. Oh, yeah, Mr. Like Cats. When they're playing everything and they go backwards. See, I think that's, like, the funniest part. Like, I think it builds so well to that point that I can't just watch the end. Like, I gotta build up to it, because it gets wackier as the episode goes along until the end, and then you get that kicker where the guy actually likes the film. Like, I don't know. It was just an amazing script. Very well written. Would I make a movie with the Three Stooges? Absolutely. I don't know why they would want me in the movie with them. I mean, I'd probably work more as like a narrator, don't you think? Or like today, the Stooges will do something amazing. Or I don't know. I need a writer to write what I'm going to say. But today, in the country road, and then boom, 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 you see the Stooges going down the country road. Something like that I could probably do, where I like narrate it. At least I don't have stalkers. Like, I wouldn't say official stalkers, but I have had some people on YouTube that, I'll be honest, I'll say that I had to block, because it was, I mean, guys and gals, we all know there's a certain line, and if you cross that line, it's just not good. So, I mean, yeah, it's a reality of doing this and exposing yourself on here, meaning your material, people finding out things about you. You're going to get people like that, and so you just have to go with it and make the best decision you can at the moment and just go with it. Wow, I didn't start the episode. I'm so lagging behind, guys and gals. What is wrong with me today? I guess I haven't done this in a couple weeks, and so I'm rusty. I'm so rusty. I was just talking, not even put the episode on. Okay, Ricky Gets a Dog with John Emery, who was the ex-husband of Tallulah Bankhead, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, so I'll give you the info on that. Definitely, I would definitely consider another platform, but I'm so comfy in YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, I don't find a good competitor right now to go along. I've seen Steam It, and I've done it, and there's no one on there. I don't know if you're familiar with that, and it's just, there's no incentive to go on there to me yet. Like, to post as much as I post on here. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm very open. I think that's the key in life, to be very open to things and changes. There he is, John Emery. In case you didn't know, Tallulah Bankhead's husband, ex-husband. Okay, this one got a lot less rating share than the Superman one, 45.1 and a 48.1. It was aired the week after, January 21st, 1957, episode 165. Filmed on a Thursday, November 8th, 1956. Rating share, like I said, 45.1 and a 61. Supporting cast, Richard Keith, Mr. Stewart, John Emery. He also played the hobo season 1 on The Quiz Show. And voice of the dog. Did you guys know the bark of the dog? Who did the bark of the dog? I'll leave that trivia for you guys and see if you knew. Because when I saw that name, I was like, oh, interesting. So yeah, they obviously can't have a dog actually bark, because then it would interfere with production. So they had a dog who's basically silent, and then they could do that. So, hey Katie, how are you? Nice to see you on here. Wow, the chat has gone up so much, guys and gals, between the time I've been looking at this and so. Yeah, Mr. Lightcaps, you are correct. Bob Schiller. I made a special video on him. Go check that out if you haven't seen it. So absolutely. Richard Lee, of course I'm going to do more giveaways. I don't know when, but soon. Oh man, the Stooges with a Twitter. That would be awesome. A lot of behind the scenes photos. That would be great. Oh, Donnelly, I'm sorry to hear about your surgery. Well, hopefully it's a surgery to help you feel better, help improve your health. So positive thoughts. Don't worry. Believe me, things are going to go well. Leave everything in the hands of a trusted doctor. And just take it easy. Take it easy. Relax. Don't worry about it. Things will be okay. Positive thoughts, guys. Send Donnelly positive thoughts. Things will be good. Things will be good for sure. If you go back in time, where would you go? I love the 40s. I would love to go to the 40s. 40s, for sure. I'm trying to think, because I would even go back farther. For some reason, I want to go back to, like, the 1500s, too, to meet, like, Leonardo da Vinci. That would be amazing. Awesome, Casey. You got it. June Foray. Yep, she was Tweety. Not Tweety. Granny's voice. One of the voices of Granny. B. Benaderet was the other. People think it's just June Foray. No, that's incorrect. There was a few, and now there's a new Granny voice, obviously, because both ladies are gone. And so, yeah. Demon spiders. What do you mean about that, Katie? Demon spiders? Demon spiders. Let me see. What do you mean by demon spiders? Let me see. Can I do that? Demon spiders. I don't know what you mean by demon spiders. Oh, demon spiders. When I was at work and there was, oh geez, no more spiders recently. Good, thank goodness. Yes, John Emery, the Grouch. And he was kind of funny, or he was okay as a hobo. Like he was a little weird, but yeah, no problem. 40s. Now, have some of you guys actually lived through the 40s and like want to go back to it? That's be interesting. Or is it people who have never been to the 40s or through the 40s? I don't want that. Because my grandpa's still around. He was born in the 20s. So, yeah. I don't know what era he'd like to go through. Scotty Baxter. There's a movie called The Three Little Pigskins with Lucy and the Three Stooges. Ever seen it? You should, Scotty. Go right now or after this. Go and check in my Three Stooges videos. I made a whole video on that movie, or on that short. So go ahead and take a look. Go back to the 70s for the TV. Oh, that's awesome. But wait, Arthur, you can get all the TV now without going back to the 70s. Ever thought of that? You can get them on DVD. Watch them. Even when you go back to the 70s, if you miss an episode, you're done. You're going to have to wait 40 years before it's on DVD. So I think maybe, really? You want to overthink that? Or you really want to go back? I'm just being devil's advocate here. So, Fuzzy Cub, my brother and I are between 4 and 5 years apart, depending on the month. He's younger. So he's 25. Yeah, Scotty, I have 30 plus videos on the Stooges, and I'm going through each short. So I'm short 32-ish, somewhere in there. Yeah, it's a whole playlist. It's a whole playlist. Going on bloopers and facts, interesting ideas, things like that on it. If you're a Stooge fan, you should go on there. Hey, Blab Tag. Awesome name, Blab Tag. You did make it to a live session. Oh, wait. So, Mary, you met the lady who did Wilma's voice. What's her name again? Do you remember? Yeah, but, Arthur, if you get the DVDs, you get the uncensored, meaning the full version of it. That's what's great about the DVDs, that they don't have to cater to, like, the 22-minute time slot. They can make an episode 35 minutes if that's what it was. What would I be for Halloween? Well, I was Chaplin. There's a cough, guys, again. Sorry. I was Chaplin for one Halloween. I still have the costume. I was also Marty McFly. I like that type of stuff. 50s are awesome. Oh my gosh, Mary. You're the second oldest of 7. First girl, all born in 10 years. Oh my goodness. Like dominoes, like one after another. That is awesome. Yeah, I think you'll like it, Scotty. I think I enjoy doing them, and I think I might make I don't know. I might work on the Stooge video for this week today. Because again, my flight schedule has changed. That sounds so weird, but I'm not going anywhere. Oh, I guess I'm flying around and coming right back, right? Same day. It's so weird to me that I go up in an hour, fly around Malibu, and come back to practice. It's just funny. Like, I feel like on a plane, you go somewhere far, and on there, you go just here and then come back. And I'm back home like the same day in a couple hours, so it's just weird for me. Okay, cool. You like to go back to the 40s and listen to radio shows? Oh, yeah, that's cool. Oh, there goes Desi into little Richard Keith's room with the little doggy. What do you have there, son? A doggy. Hey, partner, what do you have there, son? A doggy. Lab tag, yeah, not any touch and goes now. I'm not that great yet. Second lesson, so I'll probably get to that eventually. I heard Santa Monica's probably, honestly, one of the reasons why I love, because I'm fairly close, let's say, to the airport, but also I heard it's the best because there's so much traffic. So it's like, if you become a pilot and you learn out of Santa Monica, you're probably going to be a very good pilot. And that's not me, like, that's what they're saying, because there's so much traffic, so much to attention to. You have LAX, you have Hawthorne, you have Burbank, so you're just surrounded by airports. As opposed to like being in Iowa in the middle of nowhere with like one airport, you know what I mean? So you have to really be aware of stuff. It's trickier. Plus the terrain, you have more desert terrain. You can also go to like water, and then you have urban terrain, and you have it all. So, did you ever see that tablet app, the Three Stooges episodes from first to last, short in order? Oh no, that is crazy. There's an actual app with all the Three Stooges episodes? That is awesome. Oh my gosh, 9? A family of 9. That is awesome. Will D, you did catch me live. Your grandpa was born in 1913. Wow. I said the radio was the best invention. Well, it's like us now. We'd say what? The cell phone? Maybe the internet? We'd say the internet. But if I get to that age, like 90, I'll be like, the internet. I'll be like, oh, Grandpa, the internet is like ancient. Like right now we're just thinking, and we can think anything to come into being. I don't know. We can think of a cake and it'll just pop up. Well, I love when you can look up cake on the internet and check out a screen and see a photo. Yeah. Yep. You know, Domily, good question. A podcast. You know, I think it might be cool. But I'm very visual. So, I don't know. I love the fact of, see, with podcasts, there would be really no editing. And a lot of the fun that I have is editing and making, you know, I love motion pictures, the moving. And so that's why I love filming and stuff. And so I love editing these or editing myself talking about something. So maybe, just not right now. I feel like I'm really doing a lot right now. Like me, my regular work, my live stream. I'm also doing these one-on-one chats. I'm doing these chats. I'm flying. I don't know if I said that. And I'm also doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes, mailing things out to people, getting things in. I'm also selling other stuff online. Like, I'm fairly busy. And I have another channel, don't forget. So I have to make a thing for my second channel. It's like double the work. And I'm not complaining, but I'm very busy. And so I definitely don't want to take too much on my plate. Maybe in the future. I name my pets after people I like. I'm gonna go get a box, Fred says. Yeah, well, I have seen some of those interviews, and he's great. He tells great stories about Lucy. Like, very, very great stories. The pre-internet days, that's never gonna happen. So, Katie, Lucy's grave used to be in LA up to 2000s, mid-2000s, and then her daughter and son decided to move her to Jamestown. So, actually, she was very close to me. She was within 10 miles of me. And I never went. Because, like, there was no YouTube or anything back then, and there was, I don't know, I was younger. I was in high school. I wasn't that much into Lucy as I am now. Like, I would watch it. But, again, life priorities, life changes. And people change as you age. And so, yeah. Twins Jan, what would you do if You on the TV show The Monsters, the 60s. So if I was on the show The Monsters with Fred, I don't know who I would be. Oh, geez, would I be like a Frankenstein event? I don't know. I would maybe be like a werewolf, I guess. I love werewolves. I think they're pretty cool. I'm already hairy as one, so I think that would work perfectly. You need an idea for the next well overdue Facebook post for your I Love Lucy fanatics. I don't know. Maybe someone could give you some ideas on here. That would be awesome. Yeah, Will, so great question. Are you, by any chance, on my Facebook page? So I should do a YouTube video on that, which I'll probably do soon. But if you're on my Facebook, I have a post there with a link. And that link has all the way, or just all the, it has a full description on how to do it. You basically have to go to my email. So I describe it word for word pretty much. I guess I made it as simple as possible. So go check that out. Facebook. And if you want, never been to my Facebook, just link below. I don't even think you need a Facebook account. You might even need to make a simple one, just like literally just name, password, don't even upload a picture, and that's it if you do. So it's not a big deal. El hombre lobo, yes, the wolf man. I'd be Marilyn's boyfriend. I'd so take that job. Like, real life, true life. Oh, absolutely. Is that bad? Like, I had a crush on Pat Priest. And there was the other actress. I forgot her name. Absolutely. I've never really watched Bewitched, to be honest with you, Katie. I've never watched it. Flintstones is great. I love the old Flintstones, but I've never seen it. Sorry, I don't watch TV anymore. I've seen it, but I've never gotten the opportunity to see. It's not on Netflix, it's not on any medium, and so I would have to get the DVD, so I haven't gotten the DVDs yet. Oh, great question. Do I have a pet? I do. I have a doggy, a greyhound. He's like 85 pounds, and his name is Falco, because they're the second fastest land animal, so he's fast as a falcon, but I wanted to make it kind of different. So took the N off. Falco kind of works. It just suits his personality, I would say. Fuzzy Cub, I actually do understand Ricky, and I've always been able to understand him. And for me, it was just like part of the show. You're not missing much. He's not really saying anything super spectacular. Like, there's one time where he goes, where he's like gonna wring her neck. He's basically says, if you were a little chickadee or a baby chick, I would just grab your neck and wring it like that. Yeah, maybe not the most pleasant stuff, but I don't know. To me, hearing that, it was funny as a kid. Like, it was, because I knew he would never do that, and so it was, I don't know. It was like a funny scare type thing. Yes, Monster is a good show, and Pat Priest. I would love to do episodes on that or videos on that. That would be exciting because I really like that show. I think that's an underrated show. Maybe some people don't like the goth style, but I think it's great. And it's funny. To me, it's super funny. I also love this show, the original Addams Family. The thing is with this one, I can watch 2 or 3 episodes. I can't watch too much. I can only take so much of it. Because there's some great episodes and some episodes I didn't think were that great. Fred Gwynne is amazing. Al Lewis is great too. Pat Priest though. Oh yes. I watched Hocus Pocus right when it came out, early 90s. I was a little kid. I didn't really pay attention, so I haven't watched it since then. You never noticed Ricky had an accent? Oh, when you were a kid, right? I bet now you noticed. Beverly Owens, there we go. She was the first Marilyn. Yes. She was beautiful as well. Absolutely. Oh yeah, I'll pet my doggy. Yeah, my doggy's out there, so he won't bug me when I'm doing the live stream. Because literally, he's tall, so he's probably up to here, and his nose would be here. He'd be like, he would be right in front of the camera the whole time, or he would stick his nose under my armpit to have him pet him. So. Oh, Lurch was the best part. You rang. And he would do the whole roll his eyes, back of his head thing. Lurch, Ted Cassidy, amazing actor. He would do so much with just his body and very few lines that it's pretty spectacular. He was talented. Ted Cassidy is a cool interview from the 70s as well. Alondra, so you mean with I Love Lucy, right? 3,000 per shoot to film in color. Yeah, that's a lot back then. Now you can't even shoot in black and white. Like, you need to buy a special camera. I mean, you can put a filter on it like Instagram, but you know what I mean. If you go, so Alec, if you're interested in dogs and stuff like that, go to my Instagram. That's what that stuff's for. So link should be in the description. Go to my Instagram, I have car photos on there, and my Greyhound is on there, so you can see them. That's why I do that stuff, so you guys can see those things and take a look at, you know, my more everyday life than what, you know, so you can stay tuned. So also on Facebook, if you guys aren't or haven't heard of Patreon, that's a good way to support the channel. And I have exclusive Patreon only content, Patreon only videos, Patreon only photos, Patreon only polls. And if you want to appear your name in my videos, Patreon's another good way to do it. So, in case you guys want to know. You know, I haven't really gotten into the movies, the other movies, Mr. Like Cats, about the monsters. Like, I didn't think they were that great. To me, like, I don't know. I think those parts were just made for those actors, like the original actors. Like if, how can I explain it? Like, if they would recast I Love Lucy and just have a regular series on it. Like, maybe I'd tune in here and there, but I'd watch it with a little disdain and be like, I don't like this. Like, this shouldn't be remade kind of thing. I think the same thing for the monsters. They've remade that. Now, the Addams Family is different because they changed it a little bit, and I didn't mind it. They made it still comedic, but not as comedic and more gothy, like dark. And I think they did a really good job with that. So, I don't know. Yeah, Lurch was supposed to be silent. He was for the most part, but he said words here and there. Cavalier Bus, thanks for watching me. What time is it over there? 5 hours ahead? Sun's probably down, right? It's all around noontime here, so it's kind of cool. Casey, no problem. Thank you for posting that on Instagram. So Casey said thank you to the thank you letter that I posted to her, so absolutely awesome. There's no Instagram link below? There should be. I gotta fix that out. So have you really looked? Like in the description, I think I should have Twitter, right? Instagram is at LA European Motors with an S. It's kind of long. Or just look up Ricknineg, and it should be like a red car photo. Yeah, just do that. It's fairly easy. Because usually you can't directly link to Instagram. You have to kind of search it. Uncle Fester. And you guys know the original Uncle Fester was the kid from Charlie Chaplin. I'm sure some of you know or have heard of that. I have watched it, Alec, and I think it was alright. It wasn't horrible. They do end up back on the island. Ooh, no spoil that for people. But same island. It was alright. I think it's a good way to end it. They need to end the series because they never really ended it. And it was a good way. It's like they're in perpetual purgatory. I don't know. I think it was good. I wasn't affected by the fires, thank goodness. I'm fairly far, around 45 miles, which doesn't sound like too much, but LA is very urban, and there's like even mountain areas, and so that's really, like, there's so many homes, thousands, hundreds of thousands of homes, so it's a bit far. I never watched I Love Lucy in Spanish. I don't think I could stomach it. Twitter and Facebook. Okay, Mary, so sorry. So I should say, I'm going to go back and correct that then. It should be correct. Instagram, Facebook, LA European Motors with an S. So if you can all follow me on there, that would be great and fantastic, and you could see some cool stuff on there. Yep, Tina Louise was not in the last. I don't know who that actress was. Her name, I could probably look it up. I have seen a few here and there. I really like Modern Times for Charlie Chaplin. Great question. That's a great movie. I love it. Also, the one where he plays Hitler, I think is pretty cool. Hopefully I don't get flagged or something for saying that. Goodness gracious. I'll just leave it at that. He plays a dictator. Okay, let me just say that. And it's just great. He makes a wonderful speech in that. Unfortunately, a lot of people are affected by the fire back in Anaheim, but I'm nowhere near that. Close to Disneyland, in fact. Oh, see, there we go, Casey. You just saw my dog on Instagram. Thank you. He's He's funny, and the hilarious thing, if you keep scrolling or keep looking, there's one where his tongue is fully hanging out. Like, their tongue is not limited in their mouth when they're laying down, because the way their teeth are, it just slides over their teeth and just comes out of their lip. So it's kind of funny. His tongue's like just hanging out sometimes when he's laying down. It's hilarious. Do I listen to Spanish music? Yeah, I do. Enrique Iglesias in Spanish. Not traditional Mexican music, but a lot of Spanish singers I do listen to, yeah. I love Maná. Maná is great. Arthur, I like the one when they were in those cryogenic chambers for like 30 years in the 90s. Kids stay like 12. Marilyn's granddaughter moved in with them. Was that one good at all? What's the name of that one? I haven't heard of that one. Mary B, you drove your 66 Chevy 2SS for 35 years. Did most of the work myself. Really? Oh my gosh, you're more mechanical than I am. That's awesome. Please teach me. Except wiring and transmission. Paint it twice. That's awesome. Wow, you're a car person. That's so cool. Well, what do you mean that I didn't get motion sickness on the plane? Is that what you mean? Like in my flying lessons? Cynthia, your mom loved Charlie Chaplin. He was brilliant. You love the movie Modern Times, eating that corn. And then when he gets in the gears and doing all the gear, I think that's great. I have to watch it. It's been a while since I've watched it, but yeah. The Charlie Chaplin scene in Sesame Street always scared me when I was little. Really? Selena, I like a couple of her songs. I'm not a huge fan of Selena, but yeah, I think she's pretty good. She was very talented, obviously. 'Cause I'm dreaming of you tonight. I like that song. I think it's a very, very well-written ballad. Like, really, really cool. Yeah, guys, if you don't know, I do have a car channel. Link should be in the description, all the way at the bottom somewhere. European Motors. I know some people don't like cars, but if you do, I do a lot of car stuff in there. Oh yeah, so how did I get interested in flying? The way I got interested in flying, I mean, if I can go back that long, since I was 3 years old, I loved flying. Like, I would have lots of family members fly in, and my favorite thing was seeing them, but the planes. I loved the planes, and the big tails on the planes. I would always say, La cola on the planes, the tail. And my dad would take me to the municipal airport where I'm actually flying out of now. I'm going to get you guys footage and make a video. When I was 3 years old, literally sitting in a spot where you view the planes where now I'm literally taking off from. Like, to me, that's surreal. Like, that doesn't even sound real to me. And, yeah, ever since then. And I flew with an instructor when I was 11. That was the first time I flew. And my dad and mom thought that I would hate it, and they're like, hopefully you can stop bugging us. And no, that made me want to do it more. Now that I can actually afford it, I'm doing it. So, yeah, that's how I got into it. Oh, Selena's getting a star in LA. That's awesome. The stars of the I Love Lucy cast. Great idea, Chiefs. Very, very, very cool. I got to go on a day when there's no one. I mean, LA is my town, essentially. And it's gotten, like, dangerous at that point. Like, literally, I went there recently with someone, and you're grabbed, you are like pickpocketed. Oh, the episode ended, Fred fainting, and literally people push you, and there are these guys who are trying to peddle their music to you, and then they tell you it's free, and then when you grab it, they charge you. If you don't give them eye contact, they curse at you and call you racist. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, that has happened to me. And so it's like, what is going on? Like, I don't want to get to that topic, but like, literally, like, Hollywood is like that now. So I'll have to go sometime. I'll have to think about it. And thank you guys for watching and supporting my flying videos as well. I know maybe some of you guys are not into flight, but I think the important thing is the journey of what I'm going through, my struggles. And I'm going to be going Tuesday again, and so look out for a video soon. Margaret Hamilton, the Wicked Witch of the Wizard of Oz, played Morticia's grandma on the Addams Family. Very, very cool. Yeah, I do follow other YouTubers. Vehicle Virgins, I do watch. Sab Kyle is all right. I messaged him, he never messaged me back. There's a lot of cool car channels. There's also Supercars of London. Oh, there's so many. I watch a lot of guys. Chris Harris, one of the best car drivers ever. I don't have 20/20 vision. Well, now I do, but without my contacts, I don't. Your dad was a design engineer at Lockheed. Whoa, that's awesome. It is expensive, Will D. To just get your pilot's license, it's around $15,000. private pilot's license. To get your sport license, which is like half of that, is about 10,000. So I'm going for my sport, and then I'll tell you guys now, I'm not really saying it in my videos because it's kind of a journey. I'm going for my sport, and then that blends into, if you want to continue for your privates, into the private. So like everything in the sport counts for everything in the private. And it's basically the same if you do it private. You just have to pay a lot more. So I'm doing it the sport to the private way. Yeah. Take my bodyguards. I wish I had bodyguards. Blab tag. Yeah, watching the planes at LAX. It's just amazing. I would go, like, literally, I would go all the time. I would go a few times a year, and it was just the smell of, like, the kerosene, the smell of the fuel, the sound. It was just so, so cool to me. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know your dad was a pilot, Cynthia, for Argentine Airlines. That is awesome. That is so cool. You've never flown, Angela, and you're nervous at the thought of flying, but I enjoy your journey. Well, thank you. You know, it is actually safer than driving a car. You know that, right? 5 million people get in car accidents every year. And if you count all the planes flying in the entire United States, small planes, big planes, all of them, there's only 20, literally 20 accidents that the FAA has recorded throughout a year on average, compared to 5 million every year. Like, it's not even like 20,000, 200,000, 20. That's how safe flying is. So it happens. We hear about the bad ones, right? But we don't really hear about all the successful flights. Yeah, I really have to want it. Yep, I really do. Alright, guys and gals, well, I have to take off because I have to eat. The episode finished. Thank you so much for your love and support, as always. Thank you for supporting all the vids I do, because I know some of the content on there maybe is not for you, but I know some of you check that stuff out, and it means so much to me. So if you ever want to explore, feel free to explore on my channel. Feel free to look at my Facebook, my Instagram. There's so much Rick9G, dose of Rick9G. Because I know some of you are like, oh, you know, I want to see more of you. Well, think about it. There's Instagram, there's Facebook, there's so many ways to see me and to get in touch. So I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. So, bye. A little wave over there, a little wave from my mug as well. I'll see you guys through my videos. And don't forget, guys and gals, be hopeful.